believe it or not, I've been said this 30 times. People always ask me, where do I see myself in the future? I see myself not even rich. A lot of people who want to become famous want to be rich. But that's not my life. That's not where my focus is. My focus has been since day one trying to help the community. Trying to figure out a solution where, I can look and nobody's homeless. I can look and everybody's fed. I can look, you don't see kids getting shot left and right. You don't see parents crying about kids getting shot left and right. A community where a community bonds in a good way, not in a bad way. And people ask me like, how are you supposed to help the community? Well, first thing I'm doing, I'm supposed to be making some sort of profits from shows, right? I have shows coming up where I'm supposedly getting paid, and I'm not talking about from them. I have shows that were planned for me before I even met these guys. And, I've already made, and it seems kind of ghetto to put them in shoeboxes, but I made names with shoeboxes, right? People who have families that they can't even help. People in general who just need help. I'm putting in a box from A to Z places, schools in Springfield. It doesn't even matter if it's Springfield. Y'all want to have some sort of funds put to y'all, give me a call. I gave y'all my number and I'll give it again. It's 413-317-4125. But like I said, I'm putting names on shoe boxes for donations. I put hospitals for kids, hospitals for adults, which adults are older, yeah, but it's still part of the community. My focus were more on kids, but I still don't, it doesn't matter. It's still part of the community I ain't living. If I really didn't care about my community, I would say, sure, the adults, they're the reasons why the kids are like that. But they're not. But they are the reasons why kids don't want to change. That's most of the reasons there. Take a look at me. I'm always dancing. The majority of the adults are the reason why a lot of my thoughts process didn't want to dance. Why I didn't pop on the corner that last Saturday. Or, why I went a month without being on the corner. Because the adults that wanted to keep telling and judging. I said judging doesn't get to me. But, for a while it didn't. Then for a while it did. Then for a while it didn't. And so on and so forth. But it got to a point where now I can go without listening to any of the judging. I kept following my dreams. I got to where I needed to be. And I'm still continuing. Because I need to prove that what I said last time on my Facebook video is legit. I'm not in it for the money. And America, you will see that I'm not in it for the money. I've already said it to myself. My mom's even asked, you setting aside all this money. Where's the money for you? I said it. I said it like this. I'd rather live in an environment where everyone else has a house and I could be thanked and someone will take me in because they know I can't make a house, I can't afford a house, and I have no money for myself left. I gave it all away to people who needed it. Then for me to be selfish and hold on to all the money for myself, get myself a nice mansion, a nice car, see thousands of people homeless and thousands of people with kids homeless, starving too. And I'm eating a big ass feast in my mansion, and I see all of them outside my gate, staring, glaring in the windows, like, looks delicious, but are we gonna get some? Because you said you were gonna help us out. I'm not like that. I'm a giving person.
He said at first we was asking, can we come in? Can we please get some food? And you said no. We asked again, we knocked a little harder, and you still said no. So you know what's gonna happen the next time we ask for that food. We're gonna just come and get it.
But it's just like I'm not grimy. When I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. And believe it or not, I've been as little as $3 and had been asked by a homeless guy or a homeless woman. That little $3 made that little homeless woman or a little homeless guy happy because that was $3 more than what they had. It gave them a meal, or it gave them something to make them calm. Or it made them something to look forward to. A life that they can still sustain for one more day. I've been homeless. I went 8 times, and I'm only 20. I started off when I was 18 and a half. Started living a homeless life because I didn't have no respect. I had to learn as it went on. But like I said, people have problems. People have to go through things to change. But you can't expect them to change overnight. That's just unethical. You can't think about that. You can't think for them to change. You know, that's not real. They don't just change overnight. You see a comment, oh, please let my son change. He's a lunatic because he dances. You know, don't judge. And that's not going to happen. That's rare if a kid can't dance anymore because of a star, you know?
He'll never stop dancing.
I mean, I'm not going to stop dancing. As far as it is, I've said it too. When I die, I'm probably going to still be dancing up top.
With Mike.
Exactly.
That's going to be the
hottest.
hottest.
I'm have sell out a concert up in heaven, you know?
That's going to be the hottest.
But it's just like,
that'd be the hottest.
I say we about to sell a concert in heaven. Me and Mike.
And Prince.
Me and Mike and Prince. You already know.
Keys.